Hey everyone, welcome back to Wednesdays with Nia. Today I'm going to be talking about segment number 2 of being a stay-at-home mom. I'm going to answer a couple of questions that you guys proposed to me on our Facebook page a couple weeks ago, and those were, what do I do to keep Symphony entertained, and what do we do about TV in our house? And I figured that those things kind of go hand in hand because TV can be a form of entertainment. So first I want to talk about how we do TV in our house. We don't really like TV in our house. Sam and I are both pretty much against it. We're very strict about how she can watch TV, and even when she's visiting with her grandmothers, we ask that they don't have the TV on a lot. Up until a couple of months ago, we were basically just like against TV with her, and we would let her watch it occasionally, but for the most part, if she would say, "Can I watch TV?" we would give her a no. One thing that I learned from saying no all the time is that it's just making her want it more. So within the last couple of months, what we've started to do is set aside time that she can have for TV. She's allowed 30 minutes in the morning and 30 minutes in the evening to watch TV. And there are some days where she doesn't even do that, but we do have those times set aside for her so that she's not like wanting it and asking for it all day long. I noticed that she was starting to get really like mopey when we would tell her no. She would kind of just want to lay around. She wouldn't want to go play with a toy. And so I started thinking and doing a little bit of research. It's probably the no that's upsetting her more than the fact that she can't watch TV. So we just turned it into a yes. If she asks at a time where we don't want her to watch TV, we'll just tell her, sure, you can watch TV tonight when Abram's ready to go to bed. That's usually when she watches it at night, when I'm nursing him to put him to bed. We pretty much only allow educational TV in our house. Occasionally we'll let her watch, like Tangled. Obviously we watch Frozen sometimes. Right now she's really into the movie Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs #2. And so we just limit when she can watch those types of movies. Like those are like special occasions, like movie nights or something like that. So during her set movie time throughout the day, she watches educational shows. We really like the Wild Kratts. Leapfrog has a lot of stuff that children can learn from. Arthur's a good one. We don't watch Caillou in this house. He is just way too whiny. I'm sure a lot of you moms just laughed right then. Those are just a few that we like and we encourage her to watch when she's watching her TV time. Also, when she's having her TV time, Sam and I try to engage with her. Like if the show's encouraging her to get up and dance or do some kind of a exercise, we'll encourage her to get up and do it, or we'll ask her questions about what she's watching. The Wild Kratts are really educational about like animals. When they're learning about like geckos or something, we'll just kind of ask her a question like, wow, did you hear what they said about that? What do you think of that? Or like, wow, did you know that geckos could change colors? Just to kind of reiterate what they're saying, like, so she's hearing it again. Just keeping her engaged and not just like a zombie watching TV. Another thing that we like to happen when Symphony's watching TV, it doesn't always, is that she understands like this is TV time. This isn't playtime. We're really trying to help her learn to stay focused on one task at a time. And we feel like playing with this toy while watching TV and like playing here, then looking at the screen, playing here, looking at the screen, I just don't feel like that's benefiting her in any way. She's not fully learning what this show is trying to tell her, and she's not fully engaged in her activity at hand. So there's times where she does both, but that's our goal. Over the course of her life, I've done a lot of reading and a lot of research over what's good, what's healthy, what's unhealthy for kids who want to watch TV. For ages 1 to 2 years old, TV past 30 minutes really isn't encouraged. It really kind of stunts the development of their brain, and it's best for them at those ages to be engaged with their hands and working on things, putting things together, fitting puzzles together. So 30 minutes of TV is all that's recommended for a healthy amount of TV for the ages of 1 to 2. For Symphony's age, 3 to 5 years old, it doesn't become unhealthy until you breach 1 to 2 hours worth of TV. And so I think that's very reasonable. And the reason for all of these limitations with the TV is basically just because their brains are sponges right now. They are learning so quickly and soaking everything up that we say to them, that we teach them, that we show them. And it's just not good for them to use this valuable time in their lives in front of the TV past the amount of time that's said to be healthy. I mean, obviously I'm no expert. This is just what I've learned and what Sam and I expect for our kids in our house, and I think it really works. It seems to be like going pretty well for Symphony right now. She's no longer like begging for TV or begging for movie time. Okay, so I just told you that Symphony watches about an hour of TV per day. So what do we do for the rest of those hours? A lot of you were wanting to know how I keep her entertained throughout the day. Symphony and I do a lot of crafts. She's very artistic. She loves to paint and do things with her hands. She likes to build things. She just loves to create things. What I've noticed about Symphony is that she likes to see something go from like nothing into something really cool. She loves having her school time where she learns how to write her letters, or she's learning how to spell different words. Right now she knows how to spell her name. That's a really good accomplishment, am I right? So she can spell Symphony, cat. We're working on dog. She's got it, but she's kind of like hesitant towards the end. And we're also working on the word bug. I don't know why. She told me she wanted to learn how to spell that word. So we do spend some time at the library each week. That's a very, very educational and fun way to keep your child entertained throughout the day, and they love it. It strikes up an interest for them to enjoy reading, and the earlier you can do that, the better. We have outside time every day, even in the scorching hot. I don't know if you can tell by this video right now, but it's about like 2 o'clock in the afternoon and the sun is like beating down on me. It is so hot, but it's okay. But we still spend at least 20 to 40 minutes outside each day. Sometimes it's the morning, sometimes it's the evening, sometimes we do both. It's worth it to deal with the heat and just take your kids outside and play, watch them observing the world around them, learning, exploring. I love it. What's so cool about going outside too is that you don't always have to like have an activity planned for outside. Symphony can step out the doors and immediately her imagination is like all over the place. She's really into mushrooms right now, and she likes to pick the mushrooms out of the yard and go plant them in the garden. Another thing that helps keep Symphony entertained is engaging with me in our housework. I try to find fun ways for her to be included in what I'm doing, whether I'm doing the dishes, cooking a meal, doing laundry, sweeping, mopping. It doesn't matter. I can find a fun way to let her be engaged, and she really enjoys that. When you engage your children in chores and housework, it gives them a value, a sense of, you know, respect and love for their home and their family and taking care of those things. I have a few crafts that I want to share with you that I've done with Symphony and that she really enjoys, and these can be very time consuming. You can entertain a toddler for quite a while with a craft or with something fun that they can do with their hands that's artsy. A zoo. Symphony and I made this zoo together a couple weeks ago. All we did was get popsicle sticks for like $1 at Walmart, little sticker animals to go on or in your zoo, and we taped the sticks together to make like a square, a little home. We also made a roof for it, but I didn't bring the roof out here. This project took about a half an hour, and once we were done making the zoo, it took another like 20 minutes for her to pick which animals she wanted to go on it, which ones she wants to go on the inside. She decided where the zoo was going to stay in the house. I mean, it was just a very fun yet time-consuming project that we did together, but then once we were done, she was also able to play with it independently. She still plays with this, and she has these little stickers are all over my house. But she has a lot of fun with this little zoo, and she loves that her little animals have a home. We haven't actually used this one yet, but it's a sheet of magnets, and this again is like $1 at a craft store. And what you can do is just glue like a sticker or a shape to the top part of the magnet, then cut it out, and it's a magnet. We've done this in the past with pictures, and we gave them out as gifts at my baby shower for Abram. So it's a really fun, cool, inexpensive way to keep your child entertained. One of my new favorite discoveries, chalk paint. This stuff is the bomb, you guys. You can make it yourself at home. I bought some because I saw it and was like, whoa, what is this? But I saw a link posted to Facebook on how to make your own, and it looks really simple, and it's just regular household items that, you know, you probably all have in your shelves. So chalk paint. It comes with little brushes, and you just paint on the sidewalk. Sidewalk chalk is another alternative, and it's a very fun, inexpensive way to entertain your children. Symphony loves to paint. I'm not sure if you can see what this is. It's a little rainbow on top of some clouds. They're $5, and it comes with 6 different plasters, and she gets to do 1 a day. So that's almost a week's worth of crafting for your toddler, and Symphony loves it. You can also make your own. Just Google how to make your own plaster shapes or whatever. You just like make the plaster dough, put a cookie cutter in it, and let it harden, and then it's just like, you know, a little shape that they can paint or color, marker on, whatever. We like to paint. This is Symphony's castle, and we made it out of several different things. When Abram was first born and we got him on a schedule where he was taking regular morning naps every morning at the same time, I started looking up things that I could do with Symphony to show her that I really want to spend alone time with her when he's in bed. So the pillars for the castle is like paper towel rolls. You don't have to use little foam pieces. You could cut out a triangle from some cardboard and glue it on the top. But anyway, so we used toilet paper rolls and little foam triangles. We glued it all together. Symphony had a canvas that she had painted. It was mine and I gave it to her to paint on. So we used that as like the base of the castle. This is some material from my wreaths that I had left over, and it's grass. Right here we made a flower garden, also from leftover flowers that I used for my wreaths. And we used popsicle sticks to make like a fence around it and the front gate. But anyway, she had this little princess crown and a sticker that she had painted like over a year ago just in her craft drawer. And we just put this together. So what she has started to do with it is store other random craft pieces inside of the castle. Occasionally I'll find a little princess down inside there hanging out in the princess castle, but yeah, this was just a really fun thing. It took quite a while to do. I broke it up into little segments because, like I said, we did it when Abram would nap. And so one day we gathered the pieces for it, we cut them all to the right lengths. The next day we glued it together. A few days later we painted it. We worked on this project over the course of probably 2 weeks until it was finally done. All right, well there you have it. I hope I've answered all of your questions about what we do in our free time and how we feel about TV in our home. Join me next Wednesday for segment number 3 of my life as a stay-at-home mom. I'm really enjoying doing this whole segment thing with you guys. What do y'all think about it? Do you like it? Do you like the more random videos that I upload on Wednesdays? I'd love to know what you think. I would love to hear what you guys have to say about keeping your children entertained. Obviously, any ideas that you have, I would love to hear it. I'm always looking for new crafts to do with Symphony, new things to make, or ways to get her engaged with me at home. I hope you guys all have a blessed day, and we will see you on tomorrow's vlog. Bye! So I'm going to share with you a series of Bible verses that really explain how and why we put our husbands first. So in the beginning of time, in Genesis, God said in Genesis 2:18, I will make him a helper. For her to watch a lot of TV. There's a spider on the camera.